Alright, guys. Game number 2. Without French and John Dark. Now we do have the rules here, which we haven't seen in these 2v2s this tournament. And we have Abbasid once again. What is this gold? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What is this gold? Oh my god. So it remains to be seen how many town centers B is gonna go. CSO. Playing with Japanese. Technically a cavalry civ, but only in the castle age. And Louis playing as the HRE. Once again, he has been playing countless of times HRE in this tournament. He haven't disappointed so far. So this matchup can be quite interesting. Like B, usually when the opponent goes to French, which is something that we have seen very often, French or JD, like it's very hard for the Abbasid to expand. Like it's just very hard for them. And what happens here is that maybe he does have a room for an extra town center, because I don't think CSO wants to fight in the feudal age. I think he may want to go castle. He doesn't have the opening for the Uma Bannerman, so he's not gonna be having some, some early aggression before he goes to castle age, if that's his plan. But he does have gold in the back. Gold is very far in this spawn. For everyone, actually. Everyone gold is very far, but B's gold is just... Is this even the starting gold? Can you even see it from the beginning? Like, you start here, it's like, can you see the gold? Because I think that should be one of the... Oh... That should be one of the game design rules that go for this type of game, right? The starting goal should be in range where you can see it. I don't know if B, when he started, is like, huh? Where's my gold? Because at the beginning he didn't have this. He only have this vision. He actually didn't have vision of the gold when he started out. Probably. I don't know. Maybe he did. We're just speculating here. Now we're seeing a landmark that often it's more of a meme than actually useful. But looking how CSO has been playing with knights lately, ninjas, Shinobis can actually be useful here. He has proven he has that ability of multitasking and raiding, and he does it very well. Shinobi is an extremely annoying unit. Easy to deal with, but at the same time, it really depends on the player. Like, Shinobis can be extremely annoying. Which makes me think maybe CSO doesn't want to go for castle. Like, he just wants to play a little bit in the feudal age. That could be. Like, putting a little bit of pressure here. Anotan starting to wall here. A little he knows. These guys can jump from walls. Meanwhile, HRE doing HRE stuff. Gold at the back, wood line. Can't get better than this. He only needs the berries here and he should be having a party here. But Anotan looks like he's the one who's actually gonna go for castle. And that's where things are gonna be a little bit annoying. And it looks like Anotan will lose the first villager of the game. Look at the damage of those Shinobis. They do 1.38 move speed. This villager is not going back, guys. First villager of the game. It is down. And CSO takes a kill. I mean, look at this. You don't see this very often. Now, he's giving up a lot of farms. We're talking about 12 farms. Potentially... How many resources is that? Like... 900 something resources? I think? It's a lot. It's a lot actually. So economic wing already there for B, and he's gonna put it next to the wood line. It's gonna be very safe for now. Now the question is he gonna go for a third one? And the other question is, can he do that? Because there are a lot of Shinobis here. And is he gonna be printing Shinobis? Or it's just gonna be like the classic, just one or two at the beginning and we never see them in the game? That could be the case. But now that Shinobis are out, like B is kind of forced to stay in 2 TCs until he gets some archers to deal with this. Because they're very weak against archers. They don't do very well. So I guess he can get away with the third town center without making some units now. Meanwhile, Annotant he's about to go there. A little bit of suffering from success here. Has 600 gold in the bank. He can sell some, and you know, that's the good thing about the Golden Gate. Looks like CSO is actually going castle as well. For a moment I was a little bit excited that we maybe were able to see some feudal age action with Japanese, but it's not. It's just the Shinobis. But B is on 2 TCs. And he's gonna go for archers. Most likely camel archers. Which are really, really good. Oh, never mind. It's gonna go for stables. Which I don't know how well it's gonna work. Both of them going for stables. Meanwhile, Louis will try to do some damage here. CSO already ready to age up. And of course it's gonna be the floating gate, and of course you cannot get a floating gate without a stable next to it. Meanwhile, Abbasid having the time of his life. I wonder if Louis can actually make some damage here. Like, these units are very good. Don't get me wrong. HRE units can always run away. But there is very little point of entry. Has a wooden fortress here. So wood line is safe. Town center is here. There's nothing you can harass. High trade house in a very, very good spot so far. Like double wood line. But I guess Louis don't want to go castle at this point. Just want to stay in the feudal age a little bit longer. HRE always can go castle when they want. They are just different. Meanwhile, Shinobis still alive for some reason. It's still alive. Now, obviously, CSO can always grab the relics first and give it to Louis later. So I don't think it's a big deal. Like, that's the beauty of team games. Like, Louis is not going fast castle, but his teammate does go fast castle, and he has the potential to grab those relics and potentially give them to Louis if he goes for Regnis Cathedral. So that's an option. He may be grabbing the relics for himself or give them to his teammate. Meanwhile, B booming like a madman. Now we have seen pretty much everything here. Spearman, stable, camels. You need the spearman against those Mount Samurais, obviously. But knights from Annotant coming as well. And I wonder if we have a... I don't think we have a way to check the relics. I don't think we have a way to check the relics. But Louis, once again, going with pretty much a lot of archers this time. Every time he goes HRE, he goes for those archers. More walls coming for Annotant. And did he went for professional scouts? Not yet. That's something he likes to do a lot, at least in 1v1s. He likes to go for professional scouts. In this situation, it may be a little bit hard. But he does have the deer on the back, so he's kind of safe at the moment. No food at the front, except for those berries. And no one has a food at the front, actually. Except CSO. CSO can wall this and have the time of his life. But this time, it is Anot and MB who are taking the initiatives of walling. We have seen before, it's usually Louis and CSO the ones who wall first. Anot knows he goes to castle, he needs to wall. It's like CSO will be relentless with these raids. Like, that's something he does very, very good. Samurai, hello. And he does get the kill. Does get the kill. Now remember, they need to kill way more villagers. B is booming. And I'm surprised he haven't gone for a third town center. You can get away with that. I think so. I think you can get away with that. Abbasid is one of the few civilizations that can actually get away with being super greedy. Just because not only you can go 3 town centers, you can go farms. Just like this. So far, I like B's position a lot. We will see when he decides to age up. The problem is Louis, it's around with CSO, so I don't think it's a wise choice to age up yet. And it looks like they have a target. They're gonna go for B. It's like, you know what? You're on 2 TCs. Good thing for B, his second town center is in the back, but still there is an opening here. It still kind of intersects with the main town center, so it's gonna be having a good time. That's a lot of horsemen. I don't think they're gonna be able to do much. Meanwhile, Anotan is massing quite a lot of knights. Quite a lot of knights already. And CSO goes for a raid again. Something he does very well. We have seen this in this match. Very, very often, CSO going for those raids are just very, very annoying. And now Louis managed to find the gold. Garrisons the villagers just in time. Plenty of spearmen here. This is a fight that maybe CSO doesn't want to take. But Louis arrived here just to deal with those camels, as well as bringing some spearmen, and looks like B is gonna be losing quite a lot of army. Talking about 75 military units against 35. That's the difference. That's the difference, guys. Like, HRE infantry, it's very deadly. Like, their economy, very, very good. Farm transition. Lots of production buildings. It's just HRE things, you know. It's just HRE things. Looks like B will have to go back for the food in the back of his base, but CSO is already one step ahead. I know everything, man. And look at who's here. Shinobi arrived here to help the knight. And looks like Louis will push with CSO into the Abbasid base. Not enough knights for Anotan to deal with this, considering there are plenty of spearmen around here. As well as those Mount Samurai, they're just so tanky. They're just so tanky. I don't think there are many spearmen, only 3 spearmen from B, which means there's no one that can actually do damage to those Mount Samurai. I don't know where is other Louis' army. I don't think everyone's here. But this doesn't look like a huge army at the moment. What the hell was that? And just like that, CSO and Louis are now ahead on villagers. Actually, not only ahead, they're 2 way ahead, and they take the last game of this best of 3. Moving to the finals, which is gonna be a 1v1